Hey, once you get on, let me know if you can hear my voice and see. I was going to say, see my screen, see my face. We'll get started in just a few minutes. Elon says she is here and she is ready. I know she's been looking forward to this. Thanks for taking the time to show up.
Welcome.
Is the sound and everything good? Can you hear me? Elon says, yes, sir. All right, all right. Don't call me sir, though. I'm not that old yet. What Michael's trying to.
Old man.
That's just plain rude. Unfortunately, we're not going to. I'm in a little bit of Facebook jail right now, so I'm not going to be able to share this to as many places. So we may not have as many people on the live as usual, but that's okay. That's why it's there for forever. Facebook is no fun with that. It's only until the second, and I opened a support ticket with them, but at the rate they're going, it's going to be over before they even bother getting back to me. So
yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
they need to offer real support.
Yeah. That said, I don't know how you hire enough support. For literally a quarter of the planet. So
yeah.
Share this around, and then we will get started. All right, everybody. I am here with Michael Pedrotti. Am I pronouncing that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, just making sure. I always like to get that right. You probably know him from the different Facebook groups and from the Superstar CEO and Legiit Facebook groups. But I don't know, Michael, I could give you credentials. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about who you are and what you're doing here?
Yep. Okay. So my name is Michael Pedrotti. I'm an affiliate marketer, and basically I specialize in SEO and making passive income online.
Great. And when you say passive income, you mean you set something up and then you make, what do you mean by passive income?
Yeah. So, basically set up systems that you can basically, it's little to no maintenance that are going to generate revenue over a certain amount of time.
Great. So what is it that appeals to you about that? Why is that? What is it like running an agency or, whatever? Why that? Why that? What's the advantage?
Yeah. So basically, I've actually come from running an agency in Singapore, and basically what I didn't like about it is building up my clients' assets and not really having any assets of my own. So it ended up, to me, I was just trading my time for money, and I actually value my time a lot more now than what I used to. So I thought, instead of working on other people's stuff, I'll just start working on my own assets instead and building up my own foundations for financial freedom, pretty much.
Okay. And what are some advantages of that? Do you sleep all day? Do you travel? Do you spend, why does that appeal to you as opposed to what you just, in addition to what you just said?
Yeah. So, probably not really making good use of my time now, but because I'm just focusing so hard on my goals that I have before I turn 30. But yeah, what appeals to me is just the freedom. Like, if I want to go somewhere, I don't have to answer to someone or answer to my clients or anything. I can just go to another country. I can take a week off if I really wanted to. If I got sick or something, I don't have to worry about income. It's just the freedom is what I'm working towards.
Great. So it's kind of a laptop lifestyle.
Yeah. Pretty much like laptop lifestyle.
Digital nomad, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you're originally from Australia, right?
Yeah, I'm from Australia, but currently I'm in the Philippines.
Alexa didn't like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So when you say you do affiliate, do you have like some like the old school affiliate site, rank for a ClickBank product plus term, or how do you go about it? Because there's a lot, like for whatever reason in SEO, that's what people associate with affiliate. There's really a lot bigger world to affiliate marketing. So.
Yep. Okay. So I've never used ClickBank, believe it or not. I've gone through some of the products on there, but honestly, I thought majority of them are pretty subpar. And for me to be interested in a product to promote to people, I have to like believe in it myself. Like if I wouldn't use it, I'm not going to shill it to someone. And I've found that interest in a product is what helps me stay motivated and drive success. So yeah, what I do is just find companies, generally the SaaS companies, things that have recurring revenue. So yeah, pretty much I'll just look around, see what's new, see what's hot, and also get approached by a lot of companies now as well that want me to promote their products through different websites that I have. So mostly what I have, it's all through blogs. It's all through blogs. I do a little bit of paid advertising, a little bit of email marketing, and I'm pretty big on push notifications, which a lot of people don't really utilize just yet. But yeah, they're the sort of main streams for my affiliate sites.
So there's a couple of things that you said there that are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The first is the push notifications. For people that don't know, that's when you go to a website and the site says to you that site.com would like to send you notifications, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Yeah. So, and then what you do, I guess, is you probably push out like content to people through those, or you send them right to your offer, or.
So there's a couple ways that I use them. So basically, one of the ways that I'll use push notifications is whenever you release new content, it'll send them a notification. So on Windows 10, it actually comes up with a little box on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, has your featured image for your blog post, has the name of the blog post, and just a little tiny excerpt of your blog post as well. And people can click it right from their desktop and takes them straight to your website. Another one you can do is you can just send them just a standard message, basically. It's kind of like just SMSing their computer or their phone. And then you can send them an offer directly if you want. I have some sites set up. So basically, as soon as they click allow, it just starts automatically sending them a message every single day until they just get sick of it, unsubscribe, or they buy. Like it's a really good thing right now for marketers to exploit, because there's no sort of restriction on there. You're not going to any spam inbox or anything. You're going right to their desktop. You're going right to their mobile phone. And to me, that's a gold mine right now. And it's so underutilized too. Not many people are exploiting it, from my knowledge anyway.
And so you're getting good traffic from that and good conversions?
Yeah. I've got a couple lists, and probably like out of a few thousand people, it's around about like 1% conversion. So it's not bad, especially for just a push notification, but it's just because it's hammering them pretty much. It's constantly going out and they're constantly seeing it. So they're either going to click it or they're going to find a way to turn it off.
And they are not easy to turn off in my experience. I mean they are, but it's not obvious how to find it a lot of the time.
Yeah, there's no unsubscribe button or anything.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a lot difficult to.
So do you see that as being a long-term strategy, or it's just something?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, that's going to get nuked. Like as soon as more people start abusing that, it's going to get nuked. But there'll be something else by then anyway.
Right.
But the good thing is I don't just rely on that. You need to have multiple sources of income. You can't just be relying on one thing to work, because one day a policy will get changed or a setting will get changed, your account gets deleted, and then it's all gone. So that's probably one of the biggest things in affiliate marketing is don't just rely on one strategy.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought that up too, because there's one program in particular I know that you've done very well with, and for a lot of people, they've put their entire affiliate marketing career into that one program, and to me, that's just insanity. I don't want to give away what you're in, but it's definitely wise to diversify not only the offers and the niche, but also the niches and the way you get traffic to those, I would think, right?
Sorry, could you just repeat that? Sorry.
I said it's good to not only diversify the offers and the traffic sources, but all of it, right? Like it's just insane.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, you have to every single thing, like your traffic source, your websites, your landing pages, whatever. It all has to be diversified. You cannot just rely on one thing. Like you see it so much, people go, "Oh, I was earning $10,000 a month off this website," and then a Google update came out, "Oh, my PBNs got detected, and I got a manual penalty, and now I'm not earning anything." Mm-hmm. Like you want to avoid that at all cost.
Right, and like I said, in that one particular program, I know that's like people that call themselves affiliate marketers, and that's the only thing they've ever promoted because it builds up a certain kind of, I don't want to get into it, but like a certain kind of loyalty. Well, one other thing that you touched on was monthly recurring.
Yep.
Is there a way you go about finding programs like that, or?
It's just a lot of it is just research. It's manual research. You just have a look, like whatever niche you're going into, you can just have a look around at what other people are promoting. See what's new on the market. It's really just looking on Google. I don't have any special system for finding that. Okay. But I'm at the stage now where I have a couple sites that are ranking really well, and we just get approached by people. So it's just I just wait for the email to hit my inbox, and they go, "Hey, can you have a look at this? We'll give you a lifetime account, blah blah blah, and we have this X affiliate program," and then you set up your deal like that.
Yeah, I get a few of those too. I don't promote a lot of stuff, but I do get those from time to time. I don't promote a lot of stuff because of something you said. Well, for the same reason of something you said a little while ago, which is if it's not something I use or would use, I don't want to promote it, even if.
That's right. Like I've had people and they've been real pushy about it, and they'll just keep emailing me and hassling me. And one of them I gave in and I wrote a review about them, and the software I didn't like it at all. It was terrible. It was coded badly. I wrote a negative review. It outranked them, like their own website, and then they ended up pretty much sending spam links to my site and leaving nasty comments all over everything. But it's just
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Don't just promote things just because they want you to. You have to believe in it yourself.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know that I could be making probably another 30, 40, 50K a month if I promoted a lot harder, but I've done 2 in all of this year. And it's because it's stuff that I actually use. And even doing just those 2, I got people that told me I promote too much. So there's a balance. It just so happened that they were back to back, but there's a balance you need to strike is what I'm saying too, especially if you're doing outbound marketing with like email and things like that. So And what do you think is the advantage to having a monthly recurring offer?
It's basically so you can just keep building upon foundations. So you're not just following the trend of software, like this is hot now, and then 6 months later, you're not earning anything from it. Like you could build up a user base, and then, they could stay on the platform 2-3 years, and you'll just keep earning money from that one platform throughout, a couple of years' time. So you can just keep building upon a strong foundation. It's not just one-off commission here and there. It's like, you just keep getting paid for the work that you've done.
Right. It's not like, and there's nothing wrong with this business model, but it's not for me. But it's not like there's people that promote whatever come out on JVZoo that week. There's a lot of people that do that. So
I hate that. I don't like doing that at all.
I don't either. And the reasons are a few, and I'll see how you feel about this as well. Is the first is it's just exhausting. Like you have to constantly be, optimizing for a new thing. It doesn't work well with SEO because nobody's going to be searching for that stuff anyway. And some of them, if you tell them that your traffic source is going to be SEO, they won't approve you because all you're really doing is leeching off their brand. If you rank it for like their name review. And then also to keep that up as like a financial source, you're going to end up having to promote some garbage, which we just covered. You don't do. So is that kind of where you land on those, or do you have other reasons you don't do that sort of thing?
It's basically the amount of time it takes to write a decent review, to do SEO on that article. There's new stuff coming out all the time. And then the thing is, if the software is brand new, it hasn't been proven, you don't know if it's going to be any good or not. there could be a total of 10 people that use this software in the end. So it might not even be worth your time spending hours and hours and spending thousands on guest posts to have no result. You may as well just wait for something that's proven and then go from there.
Right. And it also ties back to something you said earlier about having assets. Those aren't going to be assets. That's going to be a quick, $2,000-3,000 or something.
If that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So I don't want to get into specifics, but other advantages to having passive income is if something happens in your life where you can't go to a job.
Yeah.
It's very helpful. So have you ever had any experience like that? You don't have to go into any kind of detail.
Yeah, no, I will. So basically, end of last year, I got diagnosed with a brain tumor. And that was, I'm only, at the time, I was 28. So it was kind of a bit of a shock. You didn't, kind of expect that to happen. But basically having that income and having that foundation built just allowed me to I didn't have to worry. I could just get myself sorted, get my health in check, get my operation and everything done, and just not have to worry about it. And that's probably that's the moment where I was like, this is awesome. I don't have to worry about a boss or how much holiday pay I've got or anything. And if I'm honest, if I was working a 9-to-5 job, because I didn't have health insurance either, so I had to pay for it with my own money. So if I was working a 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't have even been able to afford the operation that I needed. Not as quick as I got it anyway. Would have been able to save up or maybe got a loan or something. But
then you've been in debt for the rest of your life.
Yeah. But because I'm in my position now, I could just get it done, get it sorted, move on with my life, move on with my work, whatever.
That's really powerful. I know a few other people, first of all, I'm glad that, I don't want to get into it again, but are you okay now? Are you going to be?
Oh, yeah, should be.
Okay. Well, that's good.
All right.
I'm glad that you got through that okay. But
thanks.
I've known other people that have had parents that got very ill that they were able to go stay with, or I've heard of that story, not that exact story, but that type of story a lot since I started doing this. And fortunately, it's never really been an issue for me. I've never had I don't have much of a personal life, but I've never had anything health come up, and I don't have much family. But even little things like if they need help, moving a desk or something someday, I don't have to get my boss's permission to go help my brother do something. It's very nice to have that sort of freedom, and I don't think that gets talked about enough. So,
yeah, no, it's it's one of those things because it's the last thing I expected to happen. I just one day just hearing and getting blood noses and stuff, and that's weird. And then it just hit. It's I don't have to worry about anything. I can just go get this done, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about anything else. Don't have to worry about telling my clients, everything's going to be late for a few months because I'm sick, blah, blah, blah. The clients doesn't really care, to be honest. They're not going to believe that. They're just going to be he's making an excuse for something. But yeah, it was just nice not to have to worry about any of that.
That's great. So that term passive income can be a little bit misleading. Yeah. Can you maybe explain that a little bit, how it's not really passive, but...
Okay, so how most people sort of think passive income is you put X amount of time into something and then you build a website and it's just going to make money forever. There's nothing in this planet that is going to make money forever without any form of maintenance or any form of upkeep. You're always going to have to be doing something. But there's going to be... And so basically you can think of all passive income is semi-passive income. The only sort of real form of passive income in my eyes is going to be something like stocks or REITs, something that pays a dividend. To me, that's a passive income. But for the most part, everything you do online is going to be semi-passive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a misconception. And it's
it is.
A lot of people end up quitting quickly after getting into internet marketing because they literally think they're going to buy this, push a few buttons, and their computer's just going to shit out money. And it just,
No.
it doesn't work that way. Although it's easy to sell people on that dream.
It is, yes.
But that's another way that I end up costing myself some money, is because I'm very frank in that it's not going to work like that. And I get people to pass because I can't promise them, whether it's with a service or a course or something I sell, I can't promise them it's going to instantly do what they want to do, you know?
Yeah, you don't want to promise people junk.
I don't.
False hope. Yeah.
I
know there's people out there who just, they push lies until the cows come home, you know?
Yeah.
But
the people watching probably have certain people in mind as we say that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So that's definitely good. You actually developed software a while back, and you don't really offer it too much anymore. Can you kind of talk about that experience? Why you had it built in the first place, what you got out of it, and then why you don't push it?
Yep. Okay, so I run a link shortening tool called snapped.io. Basically, I do a lot of, well, not really a lot anymore, but I used to post quite a bit on Reddit, Quora, Yahoo Answers, sites like that. And I wanted to be able to retarget the people that click my affiliate link with Facebook ads, etc. So yeah, the main reason for building this software is it's a URL shortener, and also it will send them to sort of like a dummy page straight away with your Facebook pixel before redirecting them to your affiliate page. So, you know, if they don't buy or whatever, or you want to send them a different offer, you can just retarget them ads on Facebook or Instagram, etc. It works with Google ads as well.
Awesome. But you were offering that to the public at one point. Why did you stop doing that?
Okay, so when I very first got started in marketing, like when I first started taking it seriously, there wasn't really any free tools, like free quality tools that did what I wanted to do. So I initially offered it for free to people who wanted to use it. Turned out pretty bad because I had people that just decided to exploit it and then ended up getting the domain blacklisted by Google. So I had to work to get all that removed. So I locked it down, made it application only, but then simply I've just been getting way too many applications for it. And it's not something where I want to be hiring full-time staff to manage a support aspect of this site. Mm-hmm. So it's simply just offered as a bonus now to someone who buys something through another, like an affiliate course or something. Yeah, it's just offered as a bonus because it's simply, I don't want to focus all my time on that because it's not going to be something that's earning me tens and tens of thousands of dollars per month.
Right.
It's getting into that customer service and support role that I really don't want to be in that sector. Yeah. It's at a nice size now where we've got a nice user base. People aren't using it for spam. It's like a clean domain. And then, you know, people who come on, they've got skin in the game too. Like they've paid a bit of money. And then, yeah, they get full access to it.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Like SaaS is SaaS, for those that don't know, stands for software as a service. And platform and SaaS development is something obviously I spend a lot of my day on now. And you're right, the people don't appreciate the overhead and support that comes with managing tens of thousands of users. Like, yeah, it becomes a full-time enterprise. If you're not all in on that, it's not going to be worth the. I want to put this nicely. It's not going to be worth the effort that's right. Yeah, capital that's needed to invest in something like that.
Yeah, like to run something small scale, you can get away doing it by yourself. Mm-hmm. And, you know, if it doesn't have that many dramas, cool. But when you start getting to a certain level and you're waking up and you've got like 100 emails you have to go through of applications, or, you know, people have issues here and there, it's getting to that next level where it's like, I have to really start thinking, do I want to make this a full-time commitment or do I want to focus elsewhere? And I've just got this, I've got like I guess how I operate is if something's working, I'll put all my time and effort there. I'm not going to just divert and go to something that's not making any money. Mm-hmm. If there's something that's making money and on a run, I'm going to go in that direction. So yeah, that's just how I work. That's why I just decided against it, really.
And that kind of ties back into your passive income. Right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because the software is not passive at all. That's
No, definitely not. It's a job. It's a full-time job.
Yeah. Like as far as like hours go, that's by far the thing that on Legiit that we put the most time into is support. And even though we don't want to get that, I mean, we do get, a good amount of support tickets. We don't get that many, like it's not breaking all the time or that sort of thing, but it's still a full-time commitment. Like I have, 4 full-time people that work support.
Yeah.
And it takes up my time just managing them and helping with that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. I knew what I was signing up for, but if that's not your main business, it's not worth it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, if it's a side hustle and you're earning a lot of money elsewhere, just stay where the money is.
Yeah.
Unless like it's groundbreaking or something, and you can charge a lot of money for it, then maybe put some extra time into it. But this isn't that.
Yeah, like I mean, you can make a good amount with like no offense, that's kind of like a smaller SaaS. You can make a good money with definitely. Smaller SaaS like that, but it breaks a lot, and if it takes a lot of effort. That's something I got from when I was talking to Alex Becker and why he got rid of a lot of his SEO software, is because even though it made a lot of cash flow, it was to make it a good product was almost impossible without it being a fun thing. So All right, I am here with Michael Pedrotti. If you have any questions about anything, income, passive income, affiliate, anything like that, SEO, or for me, you can drop them in the comments, and we will try to take care of those for you. Well, we will definitely take care of those for you. I know it's middle of the night there, and you're not feeling 100%. So
I've got the flu, so
appreciate you taking the time to do this. I know it's
no worries.
It's inconvenient, but I think everyone here will appreciate it.
I'm happy to be on.
That's good. I like doing these interview style things because I can bring in like different perspectives. Last week we had Scott, who's kind of like, and that's mainly an SEO, but he also does like some creative stuff. And then the week before that we had Jim, who does a lot of different business things and web design. So it's good to bring in some other perspectives and have people to talk to. And the most important thing I like about it is there's less for me to do.
Yeah.
Angus says, what do you think about rank and rent websites?
I mean, they're good. Like people make money off it. A lot of people make money off rank and rent. There's actually an article I was just reading earlier, actually. So I'm actually a bit worried about the future of rank and rent because there's actually going to be a big crackdown, because the article is basically saying that how ghost businesses are stealing real business, and it's targeted at Google. You guys should see that soon. I can't actually post a link here, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the future for rank and rent, in my eyes, seems pretty bleak, to be honest.
Can you maybe be a little more specific? I know there's an article, but is it because the software, or Google's just not going to rank those sites? Or
no, it's just a crackdown on like GMBs, because the main thing like with rank and rent is it's not so much the site itself. It's a lot of the time it's the GMB that's getting the phone calls. The GMB is like the Google My Business. It's like your business page. But if Google starts cracking down on them, most of the rank and rent is just going to be finished, to be honest, in my eyes anyway.
I was never a fan of that model, even though I did a little bit of it with video. I don't like that I have to do all the work before I get paid. Yeah. With a client, I get a phone call and I get some money.
It's a hard slug. Like, if I'm honest, like me and a friend have a rank and rent site, and it's taken probably 12 months to try and get it ranking.
Right.
It's in a legal niche.
And that whole time you've made no money off of it, because
that's right. Yeah.
That's what I don't like about it. Like, it's like this halfway in between thing between clients and affiliate, and it has like the disadvantages of both and none of the advantages of either. So, but maybe that's just me. I'm not going to shit on any one particular method, but for me, I never cared for it. Let's see. Kirill says, hey, Michael, what are some of your first action steps to get an affiliate site making money as quick as possible? I know it's a broad question. Haha. And so I guess he's asking, do you do the keyword research, or how do you get it to rank fast? It kind of ties into what I just talked about. How do you go from zero to money?
Zero to money. Okay. So I can take you through a process I use. So basically, if it's just about a single product or a single family of products, so say, let's say, for example, like a SaaS company and they own multiple different products, I would start pretty much what's called brand hijacking. So you would just find all the keywords, basic keywords like product review, how to use X product, etc. I'd write some high quality articles about that. Just obviously, I'm not going to go over setting a blog up. You should take Chris's course if you want to know how to set up a blog. Was it superstaracademy.com? Yeah.
Superstarseo.com/.
Yeah. Yeah. So take that, set up a website so just a standard blog, nothing fancy, high quality articles. From there, I'll do like social profiles. So I'll do all the branding for the site as well. That's probably the main thing now is before I send any form of link, it's just social profiles, all branded. From there, I'll do posts on high traffic places. So I'll look for forums, I'll look for Reddit posts, I'll look for Quora posts. I'll drop the link in some of those things. I offer value. I'll write up some articles, offer value in those areas. And that's it. Basically, just rank it like any normal website. It's not that difficult. It's not some weird system. It's really simple. Like people tend to overcomplicate it. But if you just use a simple formula, like branding is really important. Like to me, that's probably one of the number one factors to getting a site off the ground as quick as possible. Like, because I used to launch sites in the past and I didn't have any branding or anything. I just started building guest posts or whatever. I never had branding, social profiles down, and I just sort of sit in limbo for months and months. But now, like, you get branding on point. You post the link in high traffic locations, and that's what will sort of start making you money like as quick as possible.
I guess there's probably a temptation there to spam a little bit too. I know I see it a lot with people who will come into like my Facebook groups and just go,
"Yeah,
here's my affiliate link. Buy from me." You really
definitely don't do that, especially on Facebook or your personal account. Like, definitely don't want to do that.
And like, what was I gonna say? I get that temptation, but it's a cliche. But you really, like you said, you do have to provide some value, know what you're talking about, and things like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I actually, one of my first affiliate sites was in a technology niche, and I used to get tons of traffic from Reddit, and which it didn't convert all that well, but I was mostly making money from AdSense at the time, so it worked pretty well. And that, granted, that was in like 2014, so I don't know if that still works, but it sounds like it does. So.
Yeah, no, Reddit's good. I mean, we've had like back when I used to run a gaming community, we needed game servers for Minecraft, whatever. And we basically, the hosting companies have affiliate. So I got everyone in my gaming community at the time that was online, because we were all talking over voice chat. There's probably like 6 of us or something. I said to everyone, I was like, go to these subreddits, look for anyone that's asking about game servers, and then message every single person, and then post in like every single thread that wants it, and then just write a little blurb about, you use these guys for game servers, which we did at the time, and they were good. And then we had, within like a couple of hours, we had hundreds of links up, and still to this day, this is years ago, still to this day, people are going to those articles because they search on Reddit, what's the best VPS server for X game or whatever. And they're still clicking those links. I'm still earning commission for it today. It's for every person that signed up, it was like $30 US. But we basically had our game servers for our gaming community just paid for just from Reddit. And it was just a few comments, basically. No website, no nothing.
Wow, that's incredible. Every once in a while, I'll still get an Amazon commission from that site I was just talking about too. And it blows my mind because it's so outdated.
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised at what people can find and what they dig up, and people are looking everywhere.
Yeah, I'm actually glad you brought that up too. Gaming is an extremely competitive niche for SEO. It's probably the top 5 most difficult ones. You've got a lot of experience in that. So
Yeah.
do you have any advice for working in a difficult niche?
Okay. So when I very first got started in SEO, it was actually in like 2007 when I wanted to just rank my local gaming community. That was pretty easy, right? It's just old school SEO doesn't really exist anymore. But I've done some like black hat SEO stuff before, like CPA, like gaming stuff. Just don't even do it. It's if it's black hat, it's not worth your time. Like that was how I first started making like good money as an affiliate. Was like black hat gaming sites and black hat like SEO. But the thing is, like at the time, I didn't care because I was like, if I made a couple $100 in a week, I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome. We got a couple $100. Then the site gets nuked. Someone DDoSes it or spams it and whatever. I'll just start a new one. And I'll just start again. But that gets tiring. You're better off just spending the time working on like quality assets. And this goes back to what I said earlier is like, you really want to have your heart in something if you want to promote it. Because if you don't have like your heart in a product or a website or whatever, you're never going to succeed in it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I get that question a bit when in my courses and stuff from people that want to start doing affiliate. And I always tell them, do something you're interested in. And some of them get frustrated with that answer because I don't care about that. I just want to make money. I think it doesn't matter. You're going to lose interest.
You'll get burnt out and you'll just be like, why am I even doing this? It's just a waste of time.
Right. And I know it's cliche, but it's true. Like
it's true. It is the truth.
Yeah. That's the first site I did was that get rid of cable site. And that was something I was very interested in at the time because I don't know why I cared so much about it at the time, but I really hated like big cable companies and my $200 a month cable bill for 4 channels I watched. So I just turned it into a blog and monetized it. And I enjoyed writing the articles for it. Like other than the homepage, all of the content on that was written by me. So the point of that little walk down memory lane is that if it's not interesting, you're not going to do it. And I lost interest in that and haven't touched it since.
Yeah, that's right.
Also, if you tie your enjoyment of something to the money in it, if the money stops, so does the effort. So like if for whatever reason like that, if you get into a niche just because it's hot and it makes money, if that money goes away, all that effort is gone because you're not going to try to keep making money with it. So it's better to do something you're going to maintain an interest in, I think.
Yeah. What my one of my mentors told me is basically you do what you love and the money will come. And that's true.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that.
Yeah. He's a marketer, so you never know, but I've heard Russell Brunson say stuff like that a lot. And when he says it, it really feels like he means it. So I completely agree with that. One of the things that's been good to me over the years has been selling SEO services on marketplaces. And that led me to Legiit, like if I had done that, God knows where my life would be right now. So.
Yeah. No, that was, definitely. I would not be as successful as I am if I didn't enjoy what I actually do.
Right. So. You're not going to enjoy every minute of every day of anything, but if the overall experience is something you enjoy, then you're going to be good with it. So our next question comes from Kieran. He says, when do you buy expiring domains for affiliate sites, .co.uk domains? How much do you normally pay? Chris, have you got any videos on this? I'll let Michael answer that. As far as videos on it, I did do, and it's still going, but I did do a case study in Academy, which you just joined today at superstarseo.com/academy. I did do a case study on that recently, so you can check that out. But do you use that at all? Do you use expired domains?
Not at all.
Yeah.
I've used like maybe 2, and I haven't had any more success with those sites than just starting one from scratch.
Yeah. I, in theory, believe that it's effective, but I'm the same way. I much prefer getting a branded or an EMD or PMD type domain that's going to, I think I'm going to get more benefit out of that than I am an expired domain, unless I'm going to get some extremely powerful domain that costs thousands of dollars.
Yeah, I'm not interested in spending like $1,000 on a domain. Like the way I see it is like I can build this site up using the money I would have spent on that domain anyway, and then it makes the power of that domain irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me. There's people who have successive expired domains, like good on them, but that's just not the strategy that I use. I prefer it just clean, fresh. It's my brand. It's my everything. I don't need to worry about someone coming, oh, this is my trademark. This is my website. And losing the domain or whatever.
I've had that happen before, actually. But I used to do. I owned a couple of sites that I made a little bit of churn and burn money with. I had NetflixCoupons.com. I made like $200 in a week before they found that and shut it down. That was a secret. Yeah. And then I used to have Facebook Addiction Disorder.com, and that was starting to rank for a lot of shit. And then, pardon my language, a lot of stuff. And they made me shut that down. So that does happen. But so my point to that is all of that is just, it's better to just find something that's either you can make an authority site out of with like a niche specific name, or just an EMD. There is a little bit of SEO value to that. So
yep.
Let's see. Kirill says, have you found affiliate keywords that much more difficult to rank than local business terms? So what he's asking is affiliate SEO harder than local SEO?
No. If you can do local SEO, you can do affiliate SEO. It's the same sort of deal. It's like, to be honest, the hardest term I've gone for is rank and rent website that I'm starting with my friend, or started 12 months ago. Mm-hmm. That's like the hardest term I've ever gone for.
Okay.
And that's local law.
I mean, obviously this is not a apples and oranges. This is kind of an apples and oranges, not apples and oranges, but it's a situational thing. Like a simple term is going to be easier than a hard affiliate term, and vice versa. But overall, I would say the only difference is that there may be more competitors for an affiliate term. But again, it depends on what
you're promoting, and like there's still untapped brands out there that have tens of thousands of search results per month that you can pretty much go into with zero competition. And like, for example, I've done one where I've started the website and I outranked their main website. And this is, let me actually have a look, because I actually don't know. So it is 27,000 per month search volume according to Keywords Everywhere. And I outranked their main website, and they actually called me at 1 a.m. and they're like, you need to modify some things on your website. And, this is what you have to change. We love what you're doing, but you need to change this. So there's things out there, because they're a strong brand, but it's just their SEO is just not on point. So I was able to come in and just pretty much destroy them.
So that's kind of something you have to look at with affiliate programs in general, right? Is what they allow and what they don't allow. Because I know a lot of them won't allow you to do PPC, or they won't allow you to do PPC on their brand name. So is there anything that disqualifies a program for you, or what do you look for in a program, I guess?
No, like it just goes back to, if I like it, I'll promote it. Like if it's crap, I'm not gonna waste my time. Like,
is there like a dollar threshold where it's not worth your time even if you like the product? Or
I don't really look at the dollar value. Like if it's monthly recurring, I don't really care. It could be $10 a user per month. I'll know that will build up over time. Mm-hmm. But like, if it's a low money value and it's a one-off payment, then I'll sort of question it. I'll be like, do I really want to waste my time on this when I could just focus elsewhere? Like, excuse me. Like, I won't exclusively go after high ticket things or low ticket things. I have a mix of pretty much everything.
Interesting. So, okay, that's cool. Like, I forgot to be showing these questions on the screen. Shit. All right. Well, that's cool. Because a lot of people, like a lot of courses I've taken on affiliate marketing that you go into, you want ones with this high gravity and this low. And, it's, to me, I just find stuff that I like that has an affiliate program and I promote it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. It's like, it's just a product. Everything is just a product. You just promote it or you don't promote it. There's no gravity or whatever.
Yeah.
There's something that I don't like is people tend to overcomplicate things when really it's not that complicated.
Yeah, we were talking about that beforehand. Like SEOs in particular, and I don't know if it's because it attracts like really technical people that are like have like an engineer's type of mindset, but for whatever reason, SEOs really want to make things very elaborate. They always want like new secret techniques and like all these different strategies when it's really, except for in a few instances, SEO is really simple.
Yeah, like I've got a theory with SEO and basically how I operate. It's like, what would a real person do? How would real people interact with this website? Where are they actually going to post these links? Mm-hmm. Like, they're not going to post a gaming website on some harvard.edu. whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just not going to happen. So you just do what a real person is going to do. That's my whole theory, and that's worked so far. The only time like I've had penalties, touch wood, on websites is when I've been doing dumb stuff. I've been doing 5-tier backlink building, old school stuff like back in the day.
Right.
And Web 2.0 is like heaps of them for days. That's the only time I've had like websites penalized, when I was just doing dumb things that people aren't really going to be doing. Like Google's going to know.
Yeah.
But when it's like, this is what a real person is doing, it's going to be a lot harder for them to detect, and you're going to survive a lot more updates.
Yep, I agree. And the only penalty I've ever had is because it makes some people mad, and they've intentionally done things to get things of mine penalized that were public. So I've also gotten hacked a few times that way. And that's one of the reasons that, as much as I get called out for it on my ads, that I don't really share a lot of sites publicly anymore, because it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, it happens,
Terrell says, what are your favorite affiliate offer sites to find offers on? I know you said you don't use ClickBank, but do you use any others?
No. Competitor sites in a niche that I'm going into, I'll just see what they have. And then generally, if they've got a community, like I'll join some Facebook groups and then just see what people are talking about. And then you sort of get a feel of what is going to be up and coming, and whether something's worth checking out. Like, if 10 people start talking about a product in a week, then you go, oh, maybe I should have a look at that and see if they got an affiliate program and go from there. But I personally don't use any sites like ClickBank or JVZoo or anything like that.
Yeah, I do a little, but my favorite affiliate programs have been direct from the vendor. Like I have a site that makes me a little bit of money in the nootropic space, and the affiliate program I use is directly from the vendor in that, and it's one of the big names in that industry. And that site's from 2015. It still makes a couple $100 a month. It's not life-changing money, and it's not even really ranking that well. But my point in there is, I know that company is going to be around for a long time. It's not like crappy ClickBank pills that they got made in some. I don't want to sound any disparaging, but
another thing too worth mentioning is find stuff that's mentioned on TV, especially popular TV shows and reality TV. That's another one where you can find some high traffic keywords that are generally sort of overlooked by SEOs, but there's money intent behind some of them.
Interesting. All right. That's never going to work for me because I don't watch TV. But
that's just, TV.
No, you're absolutely right. That's like brand, like paying attention to what's going on in the world. BuzzSumo is good for finding like trending stuff and taking advantage of that too.
Yeah. So, like for example, like Shark Tank. If anyone watches Shark Tank, they mention products on there all the time. Just look up some of the products. You'll see the search volume, and then you'll see like there's, a handful of websites ranking for that product. Awesome. That's just an example. But
that's a great tip, actually. So I hope somebody watching this will take advantage of that. So.
Yeah, or even like I know you guys got like QVC there and stuff as well. The same sort of deal. Just look on QVC, look what people are like actually buying, and then a lot of them will look online to buy it anyway.
Awesome. All right, let's see. Kirill asks, how do you deliver bonuses to people for affiliate offers? How do you know when they bought something? How do you get those specific people the bonus offers? I guess it depends on how you got them. This has been a nightmare for me over the last month, because even though I did 2 webinar promotions, and even though I gave specific direction in those promotions on how to claim them, I'm still getting people asking about it. So if you have any tips on that, it would help me out too.
It's seriously, it's just go into the back end of the affiliate program, export the CSV, see who bought it. I don't really offer many bonuses anyway. Like, to me, I know people are like, oh, you got to add value to stand out. But to me, the product that you're trying to sell is the value. That is what they initially want. Like, all these bonuses that you add, they're not really going to change the person's success. Well, most of the time anyway, they're not going to change a person's success with what they're going to have with that program. I know there's some people out there who have like huge bonus stacks. For some things, I think it's actually essential to have a bonus stack, especially in like high ticket, like real high ticket, like $5,000 sort of things. But they need to be of good value. Like, it can't just be like what Russell Brunson said, like a PLR article and stuff. Like,
He said that?
Junk. Yeah, in OFA they say look up PLR stuff from
that's not cool.
like 2002. No, and they need to be of value. But as a system for delivering bonuses, it's literally just looking at the back end, seeing who bought it.
Yeah.
It's
still a pain in the butt because people turn into like, I don't mean this to be insulting to anybody, but they turn into like kids that bought a Happy Meal wanting to get the toy. It's just a pain.
Yeah. It's like, I'd never do it on a low ticket program. The software itself or whatever it is I'm selling, that's going to be the value. But for a high ticket thing, when there's going to be less people buying it, but it's going to be like a better quality buyer, then you want to sort of, offer them bonuses.
What I did with the two things I promoted recently was things that, like, you called it a stack on top of that. So, for example, one of them was the software that helped people get clients. So SEO clients. So what I did was offer some SEO training on top of that. So you got the client, now you know how to do the SEO for them. And then like a tool that helps the SEO easier. So it kind of like flowed right from the offer itself.
Yeah, it complements what you're trying to sell. That's exactly what you want to do. But there's a lot of affiliate marketers out there, and they'll just be like, you get my affiliate guide for this, and then you'll get this software that does client work, and then you'll get the logo generator. And it's like, okay, cool. Like, what are they going to do with that? Nothing. Give them something with like real value. If you want to give them something, don't just give them.
I remember the old like Warrior Forum days. That was the thing that people would do. They would stack these like 35 bonus, the crappy pieces of software that cost nothing. And that was a big thing. I have so much crap like that on an old computer somewhere from stuff I bought. So fortunately, that doesn't seem to be a thing as much anymore. So
I'm not interested in that sort of stuff. So
All right. Angus says, is Google's current marketing style, 3 ads at the top, sustainable? Or will other search engines take over in the future? That's an interesting question I was talking about with somebody else earlier today. What do you think about that?
I think Google makes the rules and we just got to play by them, to be honest. Like, I think now that they're getting called into with Facebook and stuff about unfair marketing practices, I think there might be some changes, but
it does seem to me that over the last couple of years that their goal has been that their search results are no longer their product, and they want to keep people right there on Google because they provide, answers, they provide shopping, they provide ads. It almost
snippets, everything.
Yeah, it does seem like they're de-emphasizing organic results. So the only way, and they may even charge for map results in the future too, GMB results, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know the answer to this question. Who knows what the future will hold? I do think that they have left themselves open a little bit to somebody who, with the right money and the right goals, to be an alternative, if not necessarily take over for them. I mean, in 2009, 8 or 9, MySpace was the most visited site on the internet. So it doesn't take long for things.
Where is that now? It's gone.
Yeah, exactly. So it's never say never, but I don't think that we have anything that's going to take, and nothing that exists right now is going to be a problem for them. So it's a cool question. Wow, we've been here for 55 minutes now, so this is going pretty fast. If you wanted to connect with you anywhere else, do you have a Facebook group or anything like that they could join in?
I do. You can go to passiveliving.net, and then you can join my Facebook group from there.
Okay, Sure.
And there's actually a couple little things there that you can download as well. It's just the social profile things I was talking about earlier for your branding. Some affiliate programs that you can promote if you're interested in doing some SaaS stuff, and just some general marketing things that you can download.
Now, we do have one sore subject that we need to talk about.
Okay, what's this?
You are a moderator in a couple of the Facebook groups that I started, the Legiit Facebook group and Superstar SEO Facebook group. Do you ever had any posts in the Superstar SEO Facebook group that did well, or?
Oh yeah, I had one that did pretty good.
Yeah, Michael actually has the most engaged post in the history of that group, which doesn't bother me at all. And I have brought it up multiple times. But no, it's cool. It was like a giveaway that we did like 6 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And it was
that was
I think it got like 1,000 reactions and stuff. So
yeah, it was something crazy. It was like hundreds and hundreds of comments.
I remember you told me about that, you posted it, and I like went to bed, and then I woke up from like 4 messages from you.
Yeah. It's just like updating. It's just gone crazy.
Yeah. So that doesn't bother me at all. I'm not the least bit jealous about that. It doesn't bother me that I don't have the most liked group posted. Figured I would bring that up. All right, that pretty much wraps it up. Unless there's any last minute questions, do you have anything that you would like to talk about, or any advice?
Any advice? Yeah. So keep putting in effort, and just you can't expect to be successful just putting in 1 or 2 hours after work. Like, you have to put in a foundation of, sometimes 18, 20-hour days to have any sort of success. You can't, you're crazy to expect that you're going to do an affiliate website or anything, and it's just going to be half an hour after work. You have to put in the time, you have to put in the effort. And if you don't put in 100%, like if you're putting in 20%, there's someone else out there who's going to give it 100%. He's going to beat you every single time. Mm-hmm. So you put the effort in, and then reap the rewards later. Yeah. That's like the main thing. Is just keep going. Side hustle effort will get side hustle results. That's right. Yeah, you need to treat it like a full-time income instead of a part-time job. Right. Even though it's the goal from what you do anyway is passive, it still requires a lot of upfront work. It does. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Like, I'd be lying if I sat here and said, this all happened overnight. It didn't. Like, there's been times I've sacrificed going out with friends, like see family and stuff, and I've just worked hard. I've worked my ass off to get to the point where I am now. So it's it doesn't happen overnight, but it will happen for anyone. As long as you keep putting effort into something, like, things will happen. It's impossible for things not to happen if you keep putting in genuine effort. Yeah, I can see where it gets frustrating, because sometimes the effect from cause takes a long time to happen. Yeah. But if you realize that it will happen, that cause always leads to effect. If you can be patient waiting for the effect, the cause is worth the effort. Yeah. So, like, I remember when I first started getting into affiliate marketing, it literally took me like months to make $1. And then as soon as I made that $1, I was like, hell yeah, here we go. Like, it's $1. Let's go. And then like a few weeks later, I made like $30. And then a couple weeks later, I was making like a couple $100. And then it died off, and I just had to try new things. And it took a long time to get stable, consistent, and just finding like what works. And really, like, the secret for me was I need to do things that interest me, like, not things that I think, I initially thought money was what interested me, when it didn't. Like, I need to really have my heart in something to have effort, like, to be able to give it my time of day, pretty much. So, like, it's just exactly what we talked about earlier. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. So what you're saying is you didn't quit the first time you hit an obstacle? No, like, it's, I'm being facetious, but As persistence and changing the strategy and not just listening to one person, doing my own testing. You can't just listen to someone. Like, you have to go out there and test and figure things out for yourself.
Yeah, it's not a static thing where if something works for one person, it's not necessarily going to work for everybody.
That's right. Yeah.
Take the principle of what they say and apply it in your own way. So
yeah.
All right, we got one more question, and then we're going to call it a day. Kieran says, do you recommend any SEO/passive income /marketing audiobooks?
Audiobooks. I don't listen to audiobooks, sorry. If I could recommend sort of any marketing books, it's just going to be .com Secrets and what's the other one? Expert Secrets from Russell Brunson. Like, they're good. Like, there's a lot of like information there. I know it's like a sort of sales pitch for ClickFunnels, and you need a funnel. Like, you know, yeah, I guess you do need a funnel, but there's a lot of value in there.
Yeah, I've seen that complaint about those before. There's good information in there. Don't let the fact that it is a top of funnel thing turn you off from it. So.
Yeah, but there is a lot of value in the books, and they are motivating too. Like, you'll read them and you'll be like, let's get started.
Yeah, he's very good at that. His energy is very infectious, I think. So. Yeah. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up. Do you have anything, last minute words or anything you want to say?
No, that's it. That's all good.
All right, I appreciate you being on. I know it's 4 a.m. there, and you're not feeling well, so I'm glad you took the time to do this. I know that everybody will get a lot of value out of this. So thanks.
Yeah, no, I hope I helped you guys out. And if anyone has any questions, like after this, or you see it at the VOD or whatever, feel free to message me on Facebook. Like, I'm more than happy to help out.
I appreciate that. You're always a big help in the groups as well. So I thank you for that. All right, guys. And thanks for everybody for showing up. Thanks for the questions. We'll be back next week. I haven't quite figured out who it will be on or what we'll be talking about, but we'll definitely be back next week. So, and most importantly, figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to everyone else to be the best that you can be. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great one.